All right, everybody, welcome to BC Live. Exercise with you again today. Please make sure you have a nice clear space to exercise.
This meeting is being recorded.
Perfect. You'll need I highly recommend a stretchy band today. And if you don't have one, that's okay. You can just mimic along. And then I also highly recommend having some sort of a weight, whether it's a soup can, water bottle, or a dumbbell, whatever you have available to you would be great. I recommend a sturdy chair, wheels, and then sturdy footwear for bare feet. Okay. Now remember, today's class, as of all of our classes, you are in control of your own intensity. I'm just here to give some suggestions and cheer you on, but you are in control. If things don't feel quite right for you, please let me know and we'll go from there. All right, so that said, we're going to start with some breath work. So I'm going to encourage everyone to sit a little bit further forwards on their seat. We're going to first practice our belly breathing. We're going to breathe in, fill up the belly, and then think about breathing out through an invisible straw. We breathe in, fill up the belly, and breathe out through the straw. Breathe in, fill up the belly. Breathe out through the straw. Once more like that. Breathe in, fill up the belly. And breathe out through the straw. Okay, we're going to take our hands, place them on top of the knees. We're now going to inhale as we raise the arm up. Sore shoulder or neck, you can just raise the elbow. And then exhale as we lower it back down. Breathe in, we reach up. Breathe out to lower down. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out to lower down. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out to lower down. Two more. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out to lower down. And one more. Breathe in and out. Excellent. One more breathing pattern before we start getting our bodies moving. We're going to have our palms up to the ceiling. We're going to kind of stick our elbows tight in. And we're going to make some W's. So we're going to inhale. We're going to pull apart the hands, making that W with our arms. Exhale to bring it back in. Inhale to pull apart the hands. Exhale to bring it back in. Inhale, pull the hands apart. Exhale, bring the hands back in. Inhale, pull the hands apart. Exhale to bring the hands back in. And two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right. You can relax there. We're going to have the arms down by your side. We're going to start with just a couple wrist circles. And we're going to kind of lift and lower our heels. As we roll those wrists, you can even change the direction of those circles through the wrists. We lift the toes and then lift the heels. Lift the toes, lift the heels. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to start just rolling one shoulder back at a time. This is where you just see how crackly you feel today. Roll just one shoulder back at a time. And then roll your shoulder forward. You'll notice we're getting a little bit of rotation through that upper back. Remember, if you've got osteoporosis, to be extra cautious of how we move around the spine. So stay in control and relax there. Okay, arms down by the side again. We're going to start with some small tight circles. And as we start moving more and more, we're still focused on that breathing pattern. You can make those circles a little bit bigger. And let's think about breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. And you can make those circles as big as is comfortable for you, whatever that looks like. 3, 2, 1, and then we make them small, but change the direction. Small, tight circles, we're breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. You can make those circles a little bit bigger. Good, still focus on that breathing pattern, and then make them as big as is comfortable for you. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, from here, I'm going to let you choose if you'd rather stay seated or if you'd rather stand. The movement's going to be the same, but I will alternate back and forth to show both groups. So if you're staying seated, you're welcome to just tap one heel forward at a time. And I'm going to shift this, and you are welcome to stand as well. This does mean I need to change my equipment here, and then you can tap one foot forward at a time. So you choose seated or standing. If you feel confident with your movement, you are welcome to add in a push with the hands. Excellent. And 3, 2, 1. And then from standing, you can choose whether you want to tap your foot out to the side, tapping one foot at a time, or you can do it seated. You decide what's best for you. We're going to just start tapping one foot out to the side at a time. Again, we're thinking about that. Breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. You feel comfortable and confident with your movement. You want to add in a little reach across, you can. We're just starting to get the body moving more and more. Breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. And 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Okay, we're going to do a couple slow miniature squats. If you're staying seated, that looks like just practicing pushing your feet into the ground and then take the pressure off. Again, pushing the feet down into the ground and then take that pressure off. If you're choosing to stand, I'd recommend holding on to the back of your chair. And then you can think about just pushing your bum back, bend the knees just to where it's comfortable for you, and then slowly coming back up because we're just warming up. Go into a couple gentle squats. We're going to think about that glute activation. So we squat down, and you're going to squeeze your glute muscles. Those are the bum muscles. I'm going to squeeze them to come back up. Good. A couple more squats. 3, 2, and 1. There we go. And now I'm going to encourage us to make a couple leg circles. So whether you're balancing or staying steady, we can draw a circle with one leg. You can also do it seated, just keeping the leg extended out in front of you to make some of those circles. So we're going to go 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to change legs. And again, you can make some of those circles. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax there. Okay, one more here. This time if you're seated, the feet go a little bit more ahead of you. We're just gonna pull one foot back at a time. Okay, if you are choosing to stand, that's gonna look a little bit more like pulling your heel up towards your bum. I'd recommend having balance support within grabbing distance. And you decide what works best for you there. Let's bring our attention back to our breathing. We're breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. And relax there. Great job, everybody. Nice work. Here's where I want to remind you about our recovery position throughout class today. You may choose to just sit with hands on thighs and think about your breathing. Some of you may find it really helpful to get forearms onto thighs. We're in a little bit more of a bent over position. My chest is still up, so I'm not hunched over. Okay, but this can take a little bit of pressure off your diaphragm and make it a bit more easy to catch your breath. Okay, a seated or standing position, bent over to the knees. Okay, let's practice 2 breaths in a recovery position, and then we'll move on to some cardio. We're going to breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, one more, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, and relax. All right, so feel free to get into that recovery position as often as needed. We are going to do a couple rounds of cardio now. So we're going to do 4 exercises, and we're going to end up repeating those exercises and work less each time. And I'll explain as we go, but I just want to preempt you. We're going to try to remember 4 cardio exercises, okay? And every exercise we do can be seated or standing. Sound good? Perfect. All right, our first exercise, what we're going to do there is we're going to sidestep. So if you're seated, you can just touch one foot to the side at a time. And if you're choosing to stand, I would encourage you to take a step and then feet together. So step, feet together, step, feet together. Okay, if you want to feel a little more balanced, you can bend your knees a little bit and get here. All right, we're going to go for 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest in 3, 2, 1, and go. So you're either stepping one foot up to the side at a time, or you're taking that sideways step. Remember, just the legs work. And if you want to increase the challenge, the more limbs that are moving at a time, the more oxygen you're going to need, the more intense the exercise is going to be. You are in charge of your intensity. There we go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. We got 20 seconds into that recovery position. Think about breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, and focus on that pattern. Our next movement here, we're going to have feet out. We're going to step the feet together, step the feet wide, together, wide. 3, 2, 1, and go. Feet apart, feet together, feet apart, feet together, feet apart, feet together. There we go. The higher up you lift those knees, the harder the exercise will be. Good job, team. Remember to keep up that breathing. Our goal is to deepen our inhale, lengthen our exhale. 3, 2, 1, rest. And we can find that recovery position. Breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. The next exercise is going to be a kick and a touch. So kick, touch, seated or standing in 3, 2, 1, go. So you can stand, kick and touch, or you can do it seated. Whatever feels best for you, team. Got that breathing. We got 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, rest. So again, you can find the recovery position. We've done 3 cardio exercises. We've got that one more. Then we'll take a longer rest, and then we will repeat. We've got 10 seconds. Our final one is we're just going to be stepping, and I want you to open up the arms as we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So open, and then you can either close all the way across, or you can come to just hands together. Good. The goal is to get yourself breathing harder during our cardio. It's okay if we feel a little bit short of breath during our cardio exercise. Our lungs have to work hard, just as long as we feel like we can still take a full breath and that we can still be in control of our breathing. Keep up that breathing in 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. This is where we catch your breath. Think about those 4 exercises that we did. So we did 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. And we're going to repeat. And for the repeat, we're going to work for 30 seconds and rest for 15. So the work has decreased and the rest has decreased. Now, super important when we do intervals is there's, for some people, especially with emphysema, there's a little bit of a risk, a mild risk of air trapping, but that's just where you have to be really conscientious of really getting into your breathing pattern rather than if you're panting really heavily and shallowly, that's where we have a risk of air getting trapped. Okay, so please make sure you're taking full breaths as we go. We are starting in 3, 2, 1. Do you remember what it is? It's sideways. So you're either tapping one foot out to the side, standing, you're sidestepping. Would you step together, step together, step together. Good. Again, we're breathing fully as we go. 3, 2, 1, and then we rest. Okay. So 15 seconds here. Start thinking what that second exercise was.
No idea.
Our feet were wide. We put them together and we put them wide again. Ready and go. You are in control of the intensity, whatever that looks like to you. So if you're feeling like, oh no, this feels like too much, you need to slow it down a little bit. And that'll be great. You're still here. You're still getting your movement in. You got to just be in control. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we got 2 more, and then we have a longer rest. Think about those slow, steady breathing patterns. The next one was a kick. 3, 2, 1, kick and touch, whether you're seated or standing. That's it, kick and touch. Nice work, everybody. 3, 2, 1, rest. Find that recovery position. Nice work. You got just the one more. Just the one more. Good. Keep up that breathing pattern. Good work, everybody. Okay, we got that one final one, and that was mostly opening and closing the arms. If you want to move your feet to make it more challenging, you can. 3, 2, 1, let's go. That's nice work, everybody. Keep up that breathing. We're almost there. It goes by fast. Fast, you're maybe thinking. 3, 2, 1, and rest. You get into that recovery position. Again, breathe in. 2, 3, out. 2, 3. Even when you're panting heavily, we still want to think about deepening the inhale and lengthening the exhale and find that pursed lip mouth shape. So you might not be able to do that long exhale, but you can get into a and then you start to gain control of it. Okay? That's really, really good, team. Excellent. Awesome. Okay. Another set? I think I won't have too many people happy with me if we do another one. All right. So we're gonna have a little bit more of a rest, but I'm gonna go into showing some of our strength exercises for today. Okay. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a leg exercise and then an upper body exercise, and then we rest and we'll repeat and then we'll move on. So we're gonna focus on 2 sets of all of our strength exercises today. All right. So make sure you got your stretchy band and weight close by. For the first exercise, the weight is optional. If you want to do just body weight, that's completely okay. And we are going to do our sit to stands because we are building some strength and endurance in our sit to stands. I promise we'll change it up at some point, give you some variation. But for our sit to stands, if you're staying seated, you're just going to push your feet into the ground and then relax. Or you can increase the challenge if you're comfortable standing by pushing through the feet all the way up. And then we're going to come down with control. Okay? Our goal is to do 10. And if you can't quite get to 10, that's okay. You're going to do 5 or 8. And you're going to remember that number. And we're going to aim to improve it throughout the next couple weeks. Okay? So decide what's best for you. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. We're pushing through the feet, however that looks for you. And then down with control. That's 1. We push through the feet. And down with control. 2. Push through the feet. Down with control. 3. Push through the feet. Down with control. Fight to not plump. 4. Remember that we talked in earlier classes about crushing the walnut. That just means clenching your glute or bum muscles. Clench them all the way up. You've got cranky knees, you can push the bum back to help take pressure off the knees. And then you can lean forward and kind of lead the hips up a little bit. That'll take some pressure off some grumpy knees. We got 2 more if you can. Push through the feet. Down with control. And then final one, push through the feet. Down with control. And rest. Good work, everybody. We're going to put the weight to the side. And you'll need your stretchy band. I'm gonna encourage you, if you can, to not be resting on the backrest. So don't be resting, kind of get yourself a bit forward, if you can. All right, we're gonna do some pull aparts. So you might do this without a band. If you don't have a band, maybe you wanna grab a towel or a long sock or a belt and you can just pull against it to create a little bit of tension. We're gonna be here. We're going to breathe in. And then we're gonna breathe out and we're gonna pull the band apart to where it's comfortable for you. And then we're gonna breathe in as we slowly control it, bring it back. We're gonna breathe out to pull the band apart. Breathe in with control to bring it back. Breathe out. And if that timing is not good for you, it's too long for your inhale, exhale, just focus on exhaling as we pull, and then you can inhale, exhale, and then inhale again so that you're able to exhale as you pull. There's no absolutes in this class, right? There's just finding what works best for your body. Good. 3 more if we can. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Relax your arms there. Good. All right. We're going to put the band to the side. Now, you may need a rest here. That's great. You worked hard. You need a rest. That's important. So you can find your recovery position. You can focus on your breathing pattern. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. Now, some of you are going to just stay here and focus on your breathing pattern. If you are feeling good, I'm going to challenge you to do some balance. Your balance can be 1 foot up in the air from this position, or it can be from a standing position. And our goal here is just to stand for 15 seconds, either on 1 foot or heel to toe. Please have balance support within grabbing distance. Find what works for you. And 15, 14, 13. You can do whatever you want with your hands, but it is going to make it harder. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you either change which foot is in front or change which foot is up. And we hold 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome job, everybody. Okay, all about finding what's challenging but doable for you. Okay, rest longer as needed, but we are going to repeat the 2 exercises that we did. So you're welcome to grab the weight to increase the challenge, or you can do it without. We're gonna push through our feet. We push through the feet to stand, and then we come down with control. Push through the feet to stand, and down with control. Push through the feet, down with control. Push through the feet, whether you're standing or staying seated, down with control. And then exhale on effort. Exhale as we come up. Or push, down with control. Exhale as we push through the feet, down with control. Exhale as we push, down with control. And 3 more. Good. 2 more. And last one, push. And relax. Awesome. You may need to focus on your breathing. If you want to get into your recovery position, you're more than welcome to. Okay. But if you are ready, we're going to grab either the stretchy band, or you can just pull against something that doesn't move, or you can use just your body weight. Okay, lots of options here. All right, we're going to take that breath in. We're going to exhale to pull, and then relax with control. Breathe in. Exhale to pull, and relax. Got a sore neck or cranky shoulders, you're welcome to keep it low, and then just don't pull as far. Just think about those shoulder blades pulling together as you pull. Pull as you exhale, and then slowly relax. Pull as you exhale, slowly relax. Pull as you exhale, slowly relax. Pull as you exhale, slowly relax. Exhale, pull. Slowly relax. Exhale, pull. Slowly relax. 2 more. Exhale, pull. Slowly relax. And exhale, pull. Slowly relax. Good. Relax there. Ready to roll your shoulders back. Maybe you need that recovery position. No problem. Good. Focus on that breathing pattern. Well done. Great job, everybody. Really, really good. All right. Stay in this position. You need to catch your breath. You're feeling really good. Then from a seated position or standing, we're going to do some calf raises. And we're just going to do 15 calf raises if you can. Calf raises are just lifting the heels up, lowering them down with control. So I don't want to see fast. I want to see slow control up, slow control down, slow control up, slow control down. Okay, so seated or standing, I'm going to start counting. This is our standing. You can hold on to balance support, up and down, up and down. Good. With control. Keep up your breathing as we go. Excellent. Good. Okay, that's 10. We got 5 more. 5, 4. We're gonna push off the toes. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. There we go. Well done. How those abs feel. There we go. So again, you can find that recovery position as needed. Focus on your breathing. We did repeat our 2 exercises. So now we're going to do 2 different exercises. So just relax and I'll show you how we'll set up for that one. Okay. Our first one, we're going to use the band. So the band is going to go around your back, and then you've got 2 options. You can have it over top of the arm, which is going to help give you a little bit more pull. If you're like me and you really don't like it rubbing on your arm, you are welcome to have it under the arm, like that, and then you can push from there. Okay. I just recommend you want to find a good tension for you. So make sure there's a little bit of tension in this starting position. Okay, if you would rather do a push-up on the wall, you are welcome to go to a wall and do a push-up, whatever feels best for you. All right, we are going to do 10. Get yourself set up, whatever's comfortable for you. 3, 2, 1. We push as we exhale, and then breathe in to bring it back with control. Breathe out. Exhale as we push, bring it back control. Breathe out as we push out, back with control. Very good. Breathe out and push, back with control. Good. Got 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. And then relax there. That was our 10. Good job, team. Awesome. Okay, we've got a seated and standing option for the next one. We're going to work on our hips. So from a seated position, you can kind of pull the knees apart. Pull the knees apart. If you want to add some tension, you can. You can add some tension around the thighs, doing them, and then pull apart, and then bring it back. Okay, we've also got a standing option. You have balance support, and you lift that leg out to the side and back in. Okay, so if we're standing, we're going to do 10 per leg, and if you're seated, you can either go just do 10 and then rest, or you can do 20 or less. Okay, ready? Hold on to balance support or balance. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change legs. And 10. 9. The goal is to keep control. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And relax. Good work, team. So from here, you may want your breathing position, your recovery position, sorry, and working on your breathing pattern. If you're feeling really good, maybe you want to do, we can do some arm work if you'd like. So we can practice, got a challenge where we put our hands here. And you can slowly rotate the hands down and then slowly rotate them up, which is a tricky movement because it's moving from the shoulder, not from a rotational standpoint rather than an up and down. So see if you can rotate your hands. Rotate through the shoulder. Good. A couple more seconds of practice, whether you're just practicing your breathing, or you're practicing this shoulder challenge, no problem. You can also go from here. Those shoulders get tired. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job, team. All right, we're going to repeat our 2 exercises. First one was with the band. And put it around your back, either over top of the arms or under the arms, whatever you like best. All right, we're gonna breathe in And we're gonna breathe out to push the hands out in front of us. Slowly bring them back. Breathe out and push. Slowly bring them back. Breathe out and push. Slowly bring them back. Good. Remember, you're in control of the intensity. This is your exercise class. You can adjust as needed. Maybe you do less, maybe you do a couple more. You can increase the tension on the band by holding it lower if you want it more challenging. Good. And 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Nice work, team. All right, I'll show the seated version the whole time now. So remember, you can do it with or without the band, or you can stand to lift your leg up to the side. We're doing 10 per leg or 10 to 20 if you're doing this version. Okay, ready? And think about pulling the knees apart, then bring them back in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can switch legs if you're standing. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. So from here, we're gonna do a little challenge. You can sit a little further back in your seat, get comfortable. We repeated those strength exercises twice. So now we're gonna work on the neck a little bit as a little bit of a challenge. Get your hand, we're gonna just place it on the side of our head. And everything we do should not feel strenuous. Should not feel like you're straining. It should feel very doable. And I'm just gonna gently press my hand and head into each other. And we're just gonna hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. You should be able to just maintain your breathing as you do this. Switching sides, gently push. And then we maintain our breathing in and breathing out. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna do the front and back. And what I like to do for that is have both hands, just so my head doesn't turn. You can do 1 or 2, okay? So we sit up tall, and we think about pushing the head forwards and gently resisting. And we maintain our breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we relax. You might feel some tension at the front of your throat because that's where those muscles are. And then for the back, I do like to put both hands behind as long as it doesn't feel like when you do it tucks your chin forward. If that's how it feels and you want to just do it without anything. So you want to be able to sit up tall, straight head, and then gently push back. And we don't look up, we glide the head back. And glide it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to repeat all 4 of those. Hand on the side of the head, gently press, hold, and then maintain your breathing pattern. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax to switch. Gently push them into each other. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Get your hands to the front of the head. Gently push. And then we hold and we maintain our breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Get the hands in behind. And then gently press in. And we hold. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax there. Whew. Okay. We're going to do some box breathing, and then we're going to stretch. So for our box breathing, the goal is to inhale, fill up the belly, then hold that air, then exhale, and then hold that empty state of your lungs, and then go into your next inhale. We're going to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, exhale for 4, hold for 2. And if that pattern isn't quite right for you, you need to change the pattern. Okay? I'm going to be moving my hand just to help me keep track where we are in the breathing phase. You can just relax, unless you like it. You can follow along if you like. We're ready? We're going to do 4 rounds. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Relax. Good. That's a really good one to practice on your own as well. It is time to stretch. Went by really fast. Remember, during stretch time, you are welcome to ask questions. This is a great time to connect with each other and use me as a resource as best I can. Just listen for me to say change, so we can change sides or change the stretch. We're going to bring an arm across, hold it, and hold. Focus on your breathing and ask any questions you might have. Change.
Hi, Jill. It's Lynn up in Smithers. I have a question. Could you? I recently was watching something about strength training, and the excuse me, the person that was talking about it, he mentioned concentric and eccentric muscle contraction.
Yep.
And he mentioned that, and I never sort of heard this before, but the way he described it was quite cool. And he was mentioning how the excuse me, the eccentric part is kind of like your brakes for if, like, when you're walking downhill or coming downstairs. And I thought, wow, it was really fascinating, and it's really changed kind of how I think about when I'm doing strength training.
Yes.
So, yeah, I just wondered if you had some thoughts on it at all.
Yeah, I can explain a little bit for those that didn't see. Change. So
Thanks.
concentric is just referring to the muscle working as it shortens. So if we think about a bicep curl, bicep attaches here and here. So as we curl it up, the muscle is shortening to pull up your forearm. So that's concentric. And when we slowly, with control, come back down, the muscle is working hard to prevent us from flopping down as it lengthens and gets stretched out. So an example of another eccentric movement that we practiced in class today was our sit to stands. The muscles had to shorten to get us back up. And then I asked us all to come down really slow. The muscles are lengthening again and working hard. That's an eccentric movement. Okay. We can change there, extend one leg. Remember, we bend through the hips, keep the chest up. You can reach towards your toes. Does that answer? It's just like a little more information there. There's yeah, lots of, that's why I tend to focus on control. I encourage control when we do our strength training. So we're working on both aspects.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you. I thought it would be interesting for other folks. And I didn't think I could do a very good job of explaining it. So yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, it was really, yeah, it was cool. And it makes so much more sense now with the, it gives me a different way of thinking about that, you know, like the control piece and how important that is in the exercises too. So thanks a lot, Jill. This is awesome.
Good. Thanks for sharing. Good to hear from you guys. You guys have lots of good information and experiences. It's good to share. Change. Leg is in front. That was good. Any other questions or comments? It's where you can give feedback. Are you enjoying the exercises? Is anyone finding them too challenging or too easy? Right? There's lots of different cueing that we can give to help each other out to make sure everyone's feeling challenged and it's doable. You can change. You can bring that leg up either just onto the ankle and turn towards that top knee. You can also bring that leg up as high as is comfortable for you. How did everyone find the exercises today? Okay.
I have hard time to understand the breathing during exercise.
You are getting better at the breathing during?
Yeah, I mean, how to breathe, how to count. I only usually focus on one thing, like exercise. I follow it, but I know I'm not breathing the right rhythm, right?
Well, that's really great that you're working hard at it and that you're getting it. It's helping. Change. Really well done. It's tough to do all these different things all at once. So thinking about doing the movement properly and doing the exercise, working hard, but then also to add breathing in there, it's tough. And you guys are working really hard at it.
Yes.
Hey, Jill, Kathy here. I noticed that you're standing more. You're doing more standing exercises or the variation.
I am.
Is that your intention to get us standing more?
A little bit.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And that's why there's a little more rest time than you might remember from earlier in the year.
Oh.
I'm trying to get you guys breathing more during the standing work as well. Because so many of you have to stand in the day. And there's pros and cons. We're able to get, for those of you that get really short of breath, you're able to work harder from a seated position. which is great to be able to do more, but then also trying to encourage just a little bit more work standing, trying to vary it up a little bit. Yeah, you noticed that. Let's drop,
Oh, heck yeah. You bet.
drop the leg back behind. Good observation. But we're building it up. It's also interesting because some of you have been doing it for 3 years, trying to get just a little bit of different stuff in too.
Huh. They must be pros now.
You'd have to ask them.
Definitely more challenging than sitting.
It is. It really is. Yeah. Yeah, and you've always got the seated option.
Yeah.
Always there.
No, I'm glad you're doing that. So thank you, Jill. Thank you very much.
Of course. Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah. You guys are really fun to work with. We can go ahead and change sides. So we got a little bit of a stretch down the front of the hip. And if you prefer to kind of turn sideways in your seat, that's also an option. This kind of way can help you hold on to the back of the chair. You might have a little more surface area to sit on, whatever feels best for you. And it's really fun hearing from you guys. I like hearing your comments. That's good.
Okay, so I have another question then, since nobody's talking. You know the one where we stand and pull the leg out to the side?
Yes.
Okay, and that's good for the hip, correct?
Yes.
And if somebody has this hip problem, or I don't know what it is, but sort of like arthritis down through the hip into the leg, it's good there too? It's good for that?
Yep. Strengthening is good for pain. It's got to be the right kind.
Okay.
So if the movement feels really irritating and it hurts to do it, then it's not the right strengthening. But that balance works both. So when we have to step out to the side, this working to pull the leg out.
Oh.
This hip is working hard so that you don't follow.
Okay.
So we're working both hips in different ways, which is really good for walking.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Because we have to work to push off, and we have to stay strong while we're in that brief moment of balance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So how many hours a day how many hours every day are you doing this?
Lots.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like,
a couple classes a week.
Yeah.
A couple programs where I'm helping multiple people all at once with different exercises, not necessarily a class. And then lots of one-on-ones. So lots in a day. Super fun.
Well, you're getting good exercise there, Jill.
Thank you very much. We're gonna finish with just 2 deep breaths. I'm just gonna encourage you to take the deepest breath you have all day. You can keep hands here. You can open them up, or you can go overhead, whatever's comfortable for you. Take a nice deep breath in. And slowly exhale. And then deep breath in. And slowly exhale. You're done.
Yay.
That was a fast